how you can become a great teacher to make huge difference in the society. Want to listen to this video? One day in a class, teacher asks one student to read one chapter. When the student started reading, the teacher, after 1 minute, asks to stop and sit down. The student obeyed and stopped his reading. When he asked to read the second boy, he started reading so focusedly, in spite of saying, "Stop, stop, stop." He did not stop. He continuously read the whole chapter. The teacher became very annoyed and angry, and then he went to the boy when he finished his reading all through the chapter, and then he just put his hand on his lap and said, "Bravo! I'm amazed by your reading with focus. Distraction is gone and you read so meticulously. It was really surprise to me." That boy created a huge difference after becoming an entrepreneur in the society. So, reading with focus, studying with focus and full concentration can make you feel difference, make you have the difference created for the society. Ramu and Samu visited during Durga Puja to their native place, and after visiting from Germany and United States respectively, they called their professor to visit his home. When Ramu and Samu visited his professor's place, then professor came with a plate and 3 cups of coffee that professor used to prepare with enormous skill. Ramu saw the plates and the cup, beautiful coffee and enormous flavors is there, but one cup has got a slightly broken handle. Ramu picked that cup and started to sip. Professor warned him, told, "No, this cup is for me, this is not for you." Then Ramu told, "No, sir, you are a great teacher. With your aspiring teaching capability, we are here serving for our country from other country, and we are really having a gratitude. And how can I can drink the coffee that you have prepared with a broken handle cup?" The professor said politely, "The essence of the experience of the coffee is not dependent on the cup and its handle. Is it a broken or it is a smooth? It is all about the preparation of the coffee, and it is all about the quality of the coffee bean and the sugar that we are adding with the water that we are making the boils. So it is the inner core which makes you feel a great pleasure, and it is not about the handle, etc." Then Ramu has got a great learning. Though he is serving outside our country, he realized it is the inner core, inner root. We need to sharpen our skill meticulously rather than the external factors we used to rectify, which is beyond our control. Teaching is a very noble profession that comes with so much responsibility and duty towards student to show the pathway with their skill development, to create a very aspiring and compelling future. The great teacher Kalam Sahib said, teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and the future of an individual. If the people remember me as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for me. A teacher is teaching for all profession. That is a common profession across the globe. If we observe the teacher, the English word, we can see the wow within this letter. One is T, that is for making the tangible benefit for the students, and it is timeline driven. It is not that one can have the tangible benefit only on a short span of time. It is across the time span, across the lifespan. Second is E, that is encouragement. If any student is not opening up, it is responsibility for a teacher to give the tips, technique, tools so that he can open up, he can be motivated, he can get encouraged and proceed further with enthusiasm. Third is A, that is attention and attitude. Chhatranang uddhayanang tapa. This is a great attitude of a student to have a broader mind, distraction away, and focusedly do their study so that they can convert the knowledge into wisdom by putting that into practice, experiencing, and moving ahead. Then comes C, that is courage and choice. If you have courage, then you can be able to break the monotony and do something new. Then the winning habit will be created and lot of choices will come and you can take a right path to move on. And then H, honesty and high aim. A teacher will show you to go beyond your expected limit and he will show you the correct pathway so that you can traverse with a full speed to create a great future ahead. And lastly, R is for reliable, result oriented, and repetitive success minded people. So a teacher can give you a reliable growth path, responsibility to you so that you can go through the tough journey to create a beautiful future ahead with a positive result, with a difference creating momentum. If you study the great teacher's winning habit, great teacher's thought process, great teacher's way of doing things, you will be able to see it is something like our Vibgyor. Great teachers show us the light such as rainbow, a light with hope, a light with creating joyful moment for the future. So V is for creating value by sharpening the inner values. Second, I is for inspiration and innovation. B is for creating strong belief system that yes, you can do and making it happen by being the commitment. Fourth is bold in nature and a gratitude, a high spirituality connected to the universal energy source and creating growth mindset, not only the going mindset, rather an growth mindset. Then, yes, habit. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can try that. Yes, I can make the difference. That habit a great teacher used to teach to create by the individual. Then putting more focus on the originality. Competition is there. All are doing on their own. But you as a student are fortunate enough to work with a great teacher, then you will be able to see teacher will only show you the path so that you can put more focus on your originality and break your record, not somebody else's record. And if you have the aspiration to create the individual record breaking habit, then you can make the difference. And opportunity hunting, see the opportunity within the challenges and grow further. Finally, realistic and result driven, so that all of your effort will create a delta, and that delta will be making you pushed from ordinary to extraordinary as a student. As a student, if you are working with a great teacher, student has got equal responsibility to make their bright future created. What are those basic principles that a student will sharpen, will focus to have their life skill enhancement? First is student must be attentive. Their attention span must be wide open so that focusedly they can learn from the great teacher, put that into practice, and make the enormously great outcome. Second is prompt in action. Usually students are suffering from procrastination. That means we'll do in the next day. In next day he will keep on repeating, putting on non-priority task, and he or she will be doing in the next day. That's how the goal, objective, mission is created for compelling future is getting narrowed down. Third is practice hard with a smart learning skill. Fourth is working together. If great teacher gives the assignment, then they can work together to create something really brainstorming, output oriented rather than the unidirectional thinking. And finally, producing extraordinary result by creating something new, breaking the old way of doing things. That's how, if student can follow this golden rule, his outcome or her outcome will be much compelling compared to others while working with a great leaders. I am fortunate enough to learn from 2000 extraordinary teachers across the globe, nationally or internationally. Here, in today's lesson, we'll discuss what are the common best practice of their behavior, of their thinking pattern they follow into regular practice, so that being a teacher, if you want to become a great teacher, being a teacher, if you want to become extraordinary teacher, follow this model and you can really create your difference. What I have seen as a common rule that every extraordinary teacher follows is in-depth knowledge on their subject. Not only the subject knowledge, but interdisciplinary knowledge. They put the knowledge as information, they get it deployed in the real practice, in a practical sense, and then they do experiencing. They start experiencing, they start correcting so that the knowledge get refined and it getting converted into wisdom. So every great teacher not only have the depth of knowledge of its own and interdisciplinary level, but they create wisdom out of it. Great teachers are always enthusiastic and young-minded. They learn quickly, they deliver quickly with a simple example and storytelling. They can simplify the complex theory into solution oriented mode rather than the problem description mode. Great teachers know that this is not a learning disability, rather it's a teaching disability. They always align with the personality trait of individual, because someone may be good thinker, someone may be good feeler, someone may be introvert, someone may be extrovert. So they mold their teaching and delivering style such a way that ordinary people, extraordinary people, slow learner people can learn well, and that creates a transformation of the backbencher to come into midbencher. Not only that, individual learning style is different. Someone used to see the visual effect and learn quickly. Someone is to hear and repeat by saying. Someone might be kinesthetically strong. So it is responsibility of the teacher to deliver its talk, to deliver its simplified package based on the receiving factor of the individual, such that 20% or 30% will not get success, rather the success rate will be more than 80% in a class. It has been observed in my study, always teachers are passionate in their job. They take the responsibility and deliver happily. They always on high mental state and high energetic state. They are very disciplined, focused, dedicated, devoted to the result or outcome they are supposed to produce. They are very much strict to their timeliness, and they thrive for achieving the goals and the objective with a superior quality. Apart from the conventional coaching style, a great teachers are always a leader. He or she inspires people after they show the courage to take something new as an initiative and prove that as a working model. We all know the great research called marshmallow exercise in US. So there were few kids. They were given one competition that if you can answer one question, you will get one marshmallow. But if you want to try two more questions and make it correct, then you will get two more marshmallow. So three marshmallow in total. So students were given a choice to have one marshmallow by correcting one answer, or keep the marshmallow aside and try two more questions so that they can go home with a three marshmallow after answering three questions correctly. In this study, it was observed that 95% students were very much happy with one answer corrected and one's marshmallow keeping in their bag, while 5% show the courage to have the second and third question attempted, and only 2% corrected, and only 2% has got three marshmallow. So it's always a choice. And after 20 years of this exercise, another survey has been done, and we saw that who was very much happy with one only marshmallow, they all happily leading their life initially, and then suffered a lot because they were very much bogged down into ordinary way of living life. But the 5% who took the risk are the big entrepreneur, big engineers, top shot in the industry, who are contributing with the uniqueness and make the difference. So leaders, teachers, these are the fundamental potential capability owner who shows the path to create difference, not only making the life journey in most ordinary and monotonous way. A great teacher always having the habit of setting up right goals with an aspiring mind and set up right expectation in the student's life journey, not bogged down by the peer pressure, not bogged down by the parents' picture. Rather, the individual will have individual goal, individual aspiration, which may or may not be identical to others. One common factor that has been observed in my study is great teacher helps to repair the failures from the root by sharpening or nourishing the skill and putting more and more knowledge so that the same mistake will not be repeated again and again. And by correcting that, it helps students to get prepared for the next exam or next interview or next group discussion or next innovative ideas to be flourished. Great teachers help student to develop three fundamental essence. One is memory power, how to learn quickly, remember long. So it focus on the input associativity, eliminating all input error. Second is thinking power, to think widely, not based on the given pattern or mindset. And third is imagination power, so that he can create the future where he should go, what he should achieve, and what he can bring uniquely together. One great teacher has got a fantastic characteristics. He knows when to push, when to pull. When he or she sees his students are not producing result, he may be or she may be punishing, giving a push so that goal can be achieved. In the common platform, there are two things in the study research. One is selfishness, one is selflessness. So fundamentally, if you want to do your study well, sometime teacher will guide you to be selfish. Sometime when you need to work together, then this selfishness should not be so stronger. Rather, you need to have some sharing, caring mentality and selflessness mentality. So a great teacher will be your guide to control the controllable and help you to let it go for the uncontrollable object, so that you can really balancing your dynamic mechanism, where to put for more focus and where not to, so that you can easily cross the river in spite of having the tide. Failures and rejections are part of the game. One may be becoming a cell oriented, confined oriented after a lot of failure. But a great teacher always aspire, always inspire, always get it motivated by individuals, so that rejection and failures can be overcome quickly and you will be able to back on track after a serious setback. Great teacher will show you a path called modeling reference. Modeling reference means, let's say you want to create a perfect model of a car. So if you start inventing the car from the beginning, it will take a long time. So see who are always top in the competition. Let's say you take top 10 car manufacturer. Understand the technology they actually built in and how they put together to get the car most innovative, most feature oriented, and that's how they are satisfying customer. So when you will be modeling, then you will be understanding, okay, what are the strong point, what are the weakest point, and your product will be able to, based on the current manufacturing crisis, so that you can come up with a new idea and kill the competition. It is stated that Things grows where energy flows. Great teacher will help you to preserve your energy and preserve your resources, which is really having a finite in nature. It may be your energy, it may be your money, it may be your time, etc. So that you can put that into future mode or invest that into most productive mode. It is not the count that how much time you are deputing. It is the count where you are present and how much difference you are creating. You must have a positive opportunity oriented mindset to make your brand as a unique. If you make your footprint as a unique, people will come to you and you can get a competitive advantage. Great teacher will be always a guide to create this benefit of competitive advantage. A great teacher will help you to build four qualities within you as a student. One is fast learning and quick deployment. So anything you are learning, that should be very fast and you should implement that the desired result quickly. Second is quality enhancement. It is not that you are supposed to deliver quickly. That means you will be deliver with a less quality. Quality is the premium value that customer is ready to pay. Third is fit for purpose. Whatever you are producing as a entrepreneur, being a student out to the industry, so your quality product will meet the expectation of the customer. And finally, your output should be well aligned with the budget of the customer. These four quality you should be able to learn the how to guidance from your great teacher so that as a student you will be able to pioneering your footprint in the industry. Thank you for associating yourself, your valuable time with the 2000 great teachers modeling. And if you require any help regarding sharpening your skill, your personality development, you can get in touch. We can work together to create something tool for you which will be helping you to create a wow future.